morning, everybody. Actually, it's kind of good afternoon. It's midday right now. We're out at the house in the corn again. The interesting thing, you guys will get to see them chop this corn in a few weeks for silage. But excavation, it's still kind of the same thing. Just want to give you a brief update. They have got a big majority of the back corner excavated to daylight. You can see behind me, they've got a lot of that done. I'll show you a little bit more of that. But there's just a little bit remaining in this front corner, or this rear right corner, that they'll have to excavate out for where the garage in the basement's at. And so the vast majority of this excavation work is done at this point. I spoke with the surveyors earlier today. They're going to come stake this tomorrow, and I'm waiting to hear from the foundation guys. They'd originally said they could be here this week, but we just keep having off and on rain showers. So I'm not positive where that stands right now, but we'll find out pretty soon where they stand. So we'll check back a few more times this week and let you know what's going on. All right, so week 4 is a wrap. It's Friday. This is the 4th week that we've been on the house in the corn, and just want to kind of give a little update on what's going on. We're going to be really transparent about what's happening, just so that you can know what it really looks like to build a house and the things that we go through, the problems that we have. So it has rained day after day after day through this entire process. We probably have lost over that. Week 1 was a 3-day week. The following week was the 4th of July, so we had a 4-day week. So we've not had a full 4 weeks. We actually had the basement completely dug last week. What was left was just getting everything out to daylight around the perimeter of it. And they've really, this week, have gotten as far as they need to go for us to get anything else done. The surveyors got it staked for the footings, I think Tuesday of this week. It might have been Wednesday, but that got done. And to tell you a little bit about what's going on and the struggles that we have with timing, and how that one delay can create a snowball effect. So when rough ends are going on, electrical, plumbing, HVAC, if there's a little snafu, there's somebody else still working. It's all still moving and progressing towards the goal. As long as everybody winds up wrapping up with that inspection about the same time, it's really not hurt anything. Other processes during drywall, there's not much goes on during drywall except drywall. So any delays, any holdups during that, they delay the next process. It just slows it down. Well, we've hit one of those this week. Our concrete guy, which rain has impacted his ability to work, but he was planning on getting material on site this week and beginning his footings Wednesday, Thursday of this week. We've used him for about 25 years. I just think we had a little pothole that he hit in the road and causes a little problem, but he orders all of his rebar and steel. There's a couple different people that do this, but they will take our plans, they will bend and cut all of his steel, and they send it out to the job site on a semi. It's numbered. He can know that, hey, we're putting a 20 over here, a 3 over here, a 2 over here. Makes it super easy, speeds the process up on the job because we don't have guys out there manually bending and cutting steel. It's much faster once it gets there. Well, I found out a couple days ago that there was a holdup with the steel, and I'm not positive what's going on, but what it sounds like is they had sent back their shop drawings to him to look at. There were a couple of changes that he wanted to make, and I'm afraid that he possibly dropped the ball on getting those changes made, because what we're hearing is he won't have steel on the job until Wednesday or Thursday of next week, week 5. And I'd really hoped that early in the week we'd be pouring footings and getting ready for the walls, and that's simply not going to happen. So that's the real struggle. Some people would say, oh my gosh, okay, fire him. Well, there's nobody to hire that can just come in and take over on the job. And again, we've used him for 20 plus years. And, this is really the only time something like this has happened. So whether it was oversight on his part or on the steel guy's fault that they didn't get what needed to be done, I don't know, but that's just where we are. So next week's video will probably be a little bit short because Monday through Wednesday, there's probably just not going to be much going on. We may use that video to talk a little bit about planning and what goes into the front of these builds. So anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying this series. I think that as we start to frame, as things start to come along and move forward a little bit more, it'll probably be a little bit more interesting than just over and over we're filming dirt moving. But that's what's coming. Those guys, there'll be some things that we'll talk about during their process and how we like things done with our basements. And you know, once they get done, we're going to be putting plumbing in under the floor. So a lot of things happening there over the next few weeks, no matter. We've just got this little delay that we have to deal with. And we've again, this week has been a lot of rain off and on. And, you know, even days where the guys could still move dirt. A concrete guy is probably going to cancel his concrete pour. So realistically, our contractor is probably behind because he's canceled some pours because he's afraid they're going to get rained on. They can't very well finish concrete in the rain. So it is it's been a really trying season. And normally in Kentucky, we don't have this kind of rainfall day after day, but we certainly do this year. So anyway, I hope that you'll hit the like button. I hope that you'll subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot more stuff that we're working on to try to bring to you guys. And so I hope you keep watching, and we'll see you next time. Thanks again.
When it's splashing in there, it's cleaning it off.
Oh yeah, you can see the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The rock goes all, it's solid all the way in there. There's like layers and layers of rock in there.
Trying to clean out that.
You know, is that formation rounded out like that where that thing has been taking water over time?
Years.